works on that system necessarily.
But the really cool thing is you can pretty much almost fit it in a pocket, right? You could fit it in a pocketbook, right?
It's super small. I think it's just a little bit bigger than my iPhone Plus.
Oh, how big is the? I didn't notice how big is the power brick for it. Is it like a big additional? Sometimes that's
It's about the same. No, it's just a wall wart.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Which might not be a lovely term to say on air,
No,
but
that's the normal Blackmagic 12-volt thing.
so it's slightly different.
Ooh.
And if I unplug it to show you right now, then you won't see this anymore.
Is it
So
GoE by any chance?
I can't remember.
Ooh.
No,
Oh.
you control ATEM through the Ethernet port.
Yeah, because I think some panels are PoE. Is that right, Mikosi?
Well, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the advanced panels, PoE, the
Yeah, the one in
color controls, PoE.
Yeah.
That's like a backup. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
We still use an ISC for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say if you're having PoE, then you're expecting someone that wants to get the ATEM Mini to also have a PoE switch. So it's going to be an easier expectation to be able to plug in
Yeah,
the wall
absolutely.
than to build that into it. I think it's, like you said, it's awesome for laptops to be able to switch inputs there. Any sort of sub-switching of cameras, especially in an HDMI environment, this is ideal. So even for us, having multiple production bots running graphics, to be able to have our graphics op also have one of these in line, and then they're controlling which P-bot we're using, and then we're not having to put multiple inputs into our switcher. We are sub-switching before we get there.
Yeah.
So then you're getting rid of any error that could happen. You're getting rid of any excess inputs. Just makes a lot of
Especially
sense.
a gaming scenario where you know that's the approach. You know you're going to have that shot with the gamer and their gameplay, and that's the shot you're going to want. But instead of taking 2 feeds in, you only have to take 1. Times
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
or 20 competitors or however many players there are.
Yeah, or really anytime you have multiple decks you're working with,
Yeah.
like multiple PowerPoint or Keynote decks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're a big fan of Blackmagic. Obviously, we've got the 6K cameras here. We're shooting the show on Micro Studios in the studio. We've got our Ursa Broadcast pointed at me right now, and we're switching the show on the Constellation 8K. So, big fan of Blackmagic. This is a new product that we're so excited to have our hands on, and we also have a mini review of the ATEM Mini on our YouTube channel. Feel free to check that out as well. Thanks for watching our studio demo.
Yay!
Gives you extra time.
Hey guys, welcome to LiveX Studio Demo, and today we're going to be talking about the ATEM Mini. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. We have 7 seconds to get from the MCR to the studio. So yeah, the ATEM Mini is a new ATEM switcher product. So this actually came out after the Constellation, so it is the newest switcher on the market for Blackmagic. The ATEM Mini is also the smallest switcher on the market for Blackmagic. It kind of replaces the TV Studio. It's not the TV Studio Pro or 4K, but the original TV Studio. It's a 4-input HDMI switcher with 1 HDMI out. So for today's demo, I'm going to show you how we could use it during a live show. I'm going to use it to demo it. So I've got 2 cameras in here besides the, this is the broadcast that's shooting me right now. We've got 2 ATEM 6K, or ATEM, excuse me, Blackmagic 6K cameras shooting the ATEM Mini. So you can see I'm going to be able to transition between both of them and show you different products. So this is our second 6K camera, which shows you the 1 6K camera into the ATEM Mini. So as you can see, as I said, we have the 4 HDMI inputs, 1 HDMI out, a power, and then 2 mic inputs with 1/8" cables. From there, we've got, thank you, it's magic. I'm in here and the cameras are switching, it's so great. So in here you can see we've got the, we've got the 4 buttons. We've got a cut, an auto, and a fade to black button here. We also have duration options on panel, as well as some effect buttons on panel, as well as picture-in-picture and mic control. The great thing about this product is because it is an ATEM product, it also runs on software control. So you can change whatever you want within software control as well if you don't want to use this surface. Things that are great to use it for, gaming, because of the picture-in-picture option, it does do keying, so you could key out yourself as a gamer and be able to use that. The low price point on this makes that super effective for at-home gamers. You're not having to buy a super robust system, and you have the touchpad access, whereas if you're using Wirecast or an OBS or any of the other ones, you don't have that access. So this is super great for that. You're in the middle of your game and you just want to change sources. So yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about the ATEM Mini is that's what there is to it. It's very simple. It's very small. It's HDMI, so we're actually running clean HDMI sources to it right now. We're not even going through any conversions, but you could convert HDMI to SDI or SDI to HDMI depending on your inputs or your output needs. But other than that, it's very straightforward. Do you guys have any questions on the ATEM Mini?
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to use for switching sources for like laptop playback, like a Keynote, or even to replace like a Playback Pro.